will also have to share, and then we see the progress as well. Maybe unless you had any challenge when doing the assignment. When you memaliza the task that you are supposed to handle. The keyword research. So from how? True. But I had given you two options. So option 1, if option 2 is not working, you move with option 1. You just install all of them. It's not giving the right answer.
No, this is Uber. Say that I'll have to wait for 24 hours. I don't know how to teach Uber
Easier. They are there. Let me see. Because I know the two options must work. If option 1 is not working, we move and work with option 2. Are you able to see? Oh, yako easy work because you're not signed in to your Gmail account, so it won't work. Yes? Yeah, these are the keywords that I was looking for. Yeah, not the volume, but if we just need to, even the volumes are somewhere here, or it is not showing. Let me check with mine. Tumetumia browser gani? Let me check. So let me check that first. Okay, so let's see. I can see mine. They're here. This one and that. But let's try to search for a keyword. Which one? Digital marketing agency. Let's try that. So the main reason why some of you are not able to see this is because you don't have active Gmail account. So you need to sign in your Google account so that you can access the data. Google won't give you the access if you don't log in. We agreed on that yesterday. So the first thing you need to do is just to log in your Gmail account, because that is the only way that Google can authorize you to see that particular data. So you install your email account, Gmail account, and then from there you'll be able to see all the components to those particular searches. So from here we can even see the volume here. So if you click volume, you'll be able to see the search volume for that particular. I don't know why it's not showing. Let's try show volume. Oh, that time will expire. So that is the limitation that is particular to that. But the advantage of it is you can work on one topic today and then tomorrow you work on another niche. So that is the only advantage you can enjoy from this particular tool. So I think maybe if you use another browser, you'll be able to be given three trials. So the advantage of this tool is just it helps you to now analyze what your competitors are ranking for and the keyword competition. So hakuna mtu amefanya hiyo task ya keyword research and analysis. Ulijaribu. Maybe you can give us an idea of what you found.
The keyword was social media management, and the volume was 210. Cost per click is 91.29 shillings. 1.29. 0.29. Yes. And SD 17, and PD 37. 37. The keywords linked to the keyword that I searched are social media agency, social media jobs, social media management tools, social media management course, and social media management skills. The other keyword I searched is virtual assistant with a volume of 480, which is the highest. Yes.
So that tells you virtual assistants are doing a lot of searches.
Yeah. Yes.
It has a very nice volume. Studio.
Yes.
And if maybe you are doing the virtual assistant training, then that is the opportunity for you.
Mm.
Studio.
Yes.
So you can tell from there.
Yeah.
It is amazing. Now another one,
And web design
web design,
with a volume of 30
30,
and cost per click of 227.26. 27.26. 26.
so you can see web design. You see that is a nice course. Studio.
Mm.
You know, cost per click is almost 200. You have a small volume but quality searches. So someone who's looking for web design is mostly maybe a business owner that is looking for ways to develop a website. And then option two, maybe someone looking for training. So it's a very high quality search. That's the reason why you find the CPC is almost 200. If you compare with the other one, was 90.
Yeah.
So that tells you the quality of this particular keyword is high. So for companies that are running ads for the web design, then they have to spend a lot of money for them to convert a client. Another one.
The keywords linked to web design is web design course, web design
That's it. Able to see that concept. Like someone who's looking for karibu.
web design jobs, web design and development, web design company, and web design inspiration.
Are you able to see the concept? Like if someone is looking for a web design, is either looking for a web design course, a web design development company, a web design inspiration. So who is looking for a web design inspiration? A web designer. Studio. That is amazing. Any other search? Any other search? Oh, sorry. Any other search?
No.
You are done.
3.
Anyone? Mwenye alifanya pia. I'm so happy.
Mine was the keyword was tours
It was
with a volume of 320
320.
and a CPC of 80.97 Kenya shillings. So I went ahead and looked for the age group that was searching for that, and it was
Kidogo
bit
tu.
okay.
Okay. So proceed. Unaweza weka mic karibu. Nasikia watu wana complain huko online.
Okay, and I went ahead and looked for the group age group that had done the search. It was between 18 and 40 years.
18 and
40.
That is the age group.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
So the other one was travel agents in Kenya
Uh-huh.
with a volume of 2.4 thousand,
You can see the volume. How much?
29.8.
That is 29,000.
29.8 Kenyan shillings.
Oh, that
and
is the CPC. Okay.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
CPC. Travel agency, because the first one was agents. The other one is agency in Kenya with a volume of 2.4 thousand and a CPC of 36.92.
You can see. So from there, are you able maybe now to tell something about that particular niche, like what you need to do, how you need to come up with a strategy and everything? Yeah. You can now tell, sindio? Any other person mwenye alijaribu? Mwenye alijaribu? But you can see the only you can see the difference. Someone who is looking for a web design to may realize that it's paying a lot of money for them to run ads, because that sounds like a technical niche, and it seems there's having quality searches. So it means people that are really searching for that particular keyword, even if they're 30, out of that 30 you will find that maybe around maybe even 70% are actual buyers. And when you are doing search, we categorize search into different categories. Like you can tell from there or from yesterday's searches, we realize that if someone is looking for a keyword, this is how we categorize them. So there is a transactional search. So there is a transactional search. A transactional search is someone who is looking for maybe a price of a TV, 32-inch. Someone is looking for the price of maybe a course in Kenya, and someone who's looking for there's also another category we call navigational searches. Navigational searches are people looking for a specific page. Like say maybe someone is looking for how to log in to eCitizen. That is a category that we call a navigational search. And then we have another one we call which one again? They're like informational search. How to edit those particular searches, we categorize them as informational search. So hakuna mtu mwingine pia alifanya hii assignment? Mtu alijaribu? Mpe mic. It's just about trying.
Okay, mi nilifanya ya how to make money online. The volume yenye walisearch ni 4.4k.
That is 4,000.
4,000.4. Na CPC was 51.17.
51.
Yeah.
So if you want to rank for that particular keyword through a paid method, you'll have to pay per click.
And then kafanya ingine ya Gucci. Volume was 2.4k, 2,400. And then CPC was 79.68.
79.68.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you see the way that particular keyword is also having a lot of demand. Are you able to learn something from that? Okay. So I think that was for yesterday. So today we just have to look for, we have to learn a few other things, and then we'll also do some assignment as well. Cindy? So from this particular training, we've discussed the key components of digital marketing, the things that you need to do, the metrics that you need to give attention to. And the first one that we discussed, the first day, was on the NPS. Cindy, sometimes you can struggle to get a client on board, but if you don't treat them well, they will automatically leave. So how can you ensure that you retain your clients? Through doing what we call the Net Promoter Score analysis. So you understand what are the feedback from these clients, so that it can help you to retain those particular clients. Because if you don't treat them well, they will leave, and that will be a loss in terms of revenue. Another thing that maybe happens in the service industry, because the main reason I'm showing this because I mentioned earlier that I'm not training you for a small scale digital marketing. So there's at times maybe you'll work with banking sector, service providers like the Wi-Fi providers. So when it comes to this particular industry as well, there's also another metric that you need to give attention to, and we call it churn rate. Okay, so churn rate is the process where we calculate the number of customers that stop using a product after some time. Let's say if a company is starting with maybe you're starting a Wi-Fi company, a company that provides Wi-Fi connection to homes. Sindio? At the beginning, umeanza na 1,000, tuseme in January. Okay? Then ikifika March or May, umebakisha even 800. Do you think this is something that you need to give attention to? Because you need to ask yourself, where are the 200? You need to understand what is the problem. Sindio? So through understanding this particular component is what we call the churn rate. Like you calculate the percentage of customers that are leaving or dropping the use of that particular product. This mostly happens in the service industry. For product is not making sense, but for service industry, this is something that you need to give attention to. Like you need to ensure that you understand why are these clients leaving. Is it because of payments? Is it because the prices are so high? Is it because of quality of the services? So having understanding of what we call the churn rate also plays a bigger role when it comes to service industry. So this is something that I also want you to maybe, if you have time, because we won't maybe spend much time here, but if you get some time, you can go and learn more on the churn rate and see the consequences and how you can mitigate that particular component. Any question to that point? So we understand the net promoter score, and then we also have to understand what we call the churn rate. So net promoter score plays across the businesses, but churn rate mostly applies to service industry, where you give services in a subscription model. Okay, so let's proceed to other things. So because this one was our this is our day 3 training, so we have to check on the platforms that we can now start analyzing. Sindio, some of the key things we already did when it comes to competitor analysis. Sindio, where we are doing it on checking on the number of followers for each competitor, how often are they posting on their platforms, the number of ads that each competitors are running. Sindio, so this is something that already have basic understanding of how to handle it. So competitor research, when it comes to social media marketing, is also plays a bigger role. When it comes to SEO, tunafanya keyword research and analysis. Okay? And keyword research and analysis plays a bigger role in terms of knowing whatever people are looking for. And yesterday I also mentioned something about the outbound and inbound marketing strategy. So this one is like a marketing where you have your product and then you reach out to the potential clients. But with the SEO, this is a process where we reach out to people that are already looking for the product. You understand the difference? So with the SEO, inakwanga much better because you are targeting already someone who has interest. But for Facebook, mostly you run ads to reach to potential clients, customers. So that is the main difference. So the types of content, we mentioned things like stories, videos, and infographics, and maybe we'll just have to do some task on how to design your social media content. Sindio? So I think there are some tools that we'll start using, and we'll do an assignment here together so that we see how you understand that. So now, creating your social media content calendar plays a bigger role because unapata some of the time, most of the time you don't have time to do content every day. Sindio? And sometimes you can't be creative enough on a daily basis. So that day that you feel that you are creative, you have to do a lot of stuff. So you can create what we call the content calendar. So how can you create a content calendar? Content calendar, you can create it in maybe a table form where you have the day and the information that you need to post and like that. So let's see if, I don't know whether this one is a bit comprehensive because, but let's see. So unaona kama hapa, I can decide to make this for the Monday post. Ndio, I can decide that maybe I want to run a post or a campaign on like the course that we are currently doing. Ndio, it was on no, it is not this one. But see this, master digital marketing literacy in just 3 weeks. Equip yourself with essential computer, internet skills. Learn at your pace with expert guidance. So this is what goes to the design. You can even see from here. So if maybe you have a graphic design team, yes? Okay, sorry. Maybe if you have a graphic design team, then it is not your role to design the poster, Cindy, but you give them idea of whatever you want, because you are the person that understands the audience better than the graphic designer. So you give them a concept, and then they do the design, and then you create a post that will accompany the image. Cindy. So if you check here, this content, I prepared it and shared it with the graphic design, and you can see whatever he managed to come out with. So you see the design. So your work will be just to pick the image and then you post, or you can plan them on your social media channel. So if you even come to Facebook here, I can go to planner with the same images. Let's see. So already you have the content even for the entire month. So you just come with your content here, and then you decide on the days that you want to create this particular post. And then you come there. And then you decide on the dates. and then you come here. So let's try this, the content that I want to add. Copy paste, and then bring it here, and then paste. Okay, and then I pick my image from wherever it is. Let's see if I have it here. I think it is this one, if I'm not wrong. And then place it there, and then you decide. You can even add video if you want, and then you come in this particular area, and then you decide to set. So if you want to post it automatically, you just hit publish. But if you want to set a timeline, then you just come here and then you set. And then you decide that you can even set different times for each channel. Sindio? Unaweza amua maybe for Instagram, because you understand your audience better. You know the time that they are active and the time when they are dormant. So you can even decide from here that on my Instagram account, most of my clients are maybe dormant at this particular time. So I decide to change the timing. Maybe I use, maybe if they are active 10 a.m. in the morning, I can decide to adjust it here, and then I remain with Facebook, and then you edit separately. Also, if you don't want the same post to appear on both platforms, you can just come here and you customize how you want it to appear on Facebook and how you want it to appear on Instagram. So if you want to change for the Instagram part, you just come and click there. Able to see that? Just easy like that. And when it comes to content always, you can also search based on your competitors. Because sometimes you can't be creative enough, but you can steal ideas from your competitor. Sindio? So let's say our competitor, let's check. Let's check if I have, let me check if I have maybe one that we can check. So let's see. Let's see. So let's say our competitor is, let's take, which one is you are interested in? Moringa. Umeamua. Okay. Any other company? Huh? Immobilies. So wanakuwa active kweli. Let's just any tours company. We can even use bonfire, or let's try bonfire, and then we see whatever they have. So let's see an example of how we can pick ideas from them. So unakuja hapa, you see how they are posting, how they are doing their graphic design, and then you see the idea from here. You don't need to copy the exact thing. The only thing that you're stealing from them is just the concept, and you change it a little bit better. You don't copy and you make it a lower standard more than what they have here. You still so that you make it, but if still so that you can lower the standard, then you're not doing the right thing. Or you're doing the same thing, then that means you're not doing the right thing. So from here you can see, what can you maybe, what concept can you maybe take from here? We can pick other ones so that we see. So you can even see how they are posting, and you see the responses and everything. So you can use that particular model to also help you to come up with a post. Also, you can use the insights page, and then you come and go to, so let's go here, and then you see. Okay. Using the insight board, dashboard is to help you understand how the audience is interacting with that particular page. So let's see whatever is here. I don't know whether it is because of the network. It takes time to load. So from here, we can see this page has got 599,000 views, and then reach is this one, and then content interaction is 712, and then followers, and then link clicks. You can also check from there, Cindy. And then you proceed, and then you check new contacts and everything. So this particular dashboard always help you to understand how your platform is doing. So let's see. If you want to maybe check from your competitors also, you can go to the benchmarking area. Reach is just the people that are viewing the content. But interaction are the people now. These are the people that already maybe they click, they like, or they comment and so on. So let's go here and go to the benchmarking sections here to also help us understand how our competitors are doing as well. Cindy. So from here, business. So from here, you can even tell that how often your business publishes versus others in this particular category. So you can see how your competitors are doing in terms of posting, and you can even see 75% or may publish how many? 15 pieces within this time frame, and then we have this how many percent? 5 pieces of content. This is our business, and then others, the 50% one, when we work up 5 pieces, and then we have the 20%, 25%, which is 2%, 2 pieces, and then from here is a way business comparison, businesses to watch. So you can also use the business to watch to now see how your competitors are doing. Sindio? Tunaona kama hapa tumejua competitors yetu ni akina nane. You can see. So the only thing, I don't have to watch their pages because I'll be giving them that interaction. Sindio? So I just want to see them from a distance. You understand? So I come here and they list them. And then from there I can be able to tell that these are, we don't have to name them. Sindio? This one here is having 73,000 likes. Page like yake imedrop na 3. Sindio? And then you can see from here, content ni 4. Another competitor, 24,000, wame increase page na 534. Sindio? Content
28.
Another one here ni sisi sasa. Tuko wapi?
2.5k. 28. 65.
Another one here. Sasa hao ndio wako chini. Tumewashinda. Okay. So wako na
155. 126.
with so many contents, sindio? This one here. Sasa hawa ni wako chini sasa zaidi, sindio? So you can see. So this is how you can watch businesses, because sometimes you won't even get time to click on each page. But so long as you have the competitors, you've listed them down, you just come here. You know the advantage of using the digital tools is that it makes your work easier. So tunaona kama jana tulikuwa tunafanya research, you have to go to each page. But here we just have them, so we can even see from here. So if maybe you are doing, if you're not doing good when it comes to content, then we have to improve, because hata ukiona hapa, we just need to compete with this one here, because this is the main competitor. You can see the way they are doing their content and even the way their page is growing. So from there, it can give you an insight that from this 28, we need to even do 1,000 so that we compete with this particular company. So that is how you do the benchmarking. So now the previous one, you used to do it, we were doing it manually. But here, it makes the work easier. So let's say if my business niche was different, sindio? Tuseme yako ilikuwa tulikuwa tunatafuta gani? Eh? Which one? Do you want us to check? Yeah. Pika. Hivi, sindio? Hivyo. Ni hiyo ya juu, sindio? So from here, you can add many, then you do it in bulk, but tutaitoa because it is not our this is not our niche. Okay? So you can see kwa social media wako tuna 42. growth ni moja, content Mhm. Yes, yeah, exactly, you have to add them. Yeah, exactly. So you add them, you pick your biggest competitors, and then you list them down, and then you now analyze their growth in terms of how they do their content, how their page, the growth in terms of page likes, and even the content that they publish. Any other question? Yeah, yeah, you have to set that. You know, the advantage of using the meta is because kitambo tulikuwa tunatumia tools like the buffer. There's another one called SEMrush, but it is quite expensive. Like even if you check the cost, the advantage of using those particular tools is because it makes even more the work more easier than the meta suite. Why? Because with the buffer or SEMrush, you can add all the social media channels, whether LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, which one again? Twitter. You can add them on one platform so that you publish you plan your content from there. But with the meta suite, you can only use two platforms. That is Instagram, and so if you want to do for Twitter, it means you will have to go back to Twitter and then plan it from there. So you see, that is a lot of work. But if you have the tools with you, then it becomes easier because wewe unaziekanga tu hapo, then it does everything for you. Any other question? SEMrush, we can even check the amount right now. It's quite expensive, more so for startups. Mostly it works with agencies. So you can see all the components this particular tool has. You can even set ads from here. You see, you can even do SEO from here. Like you'll add your website, and then it analyzes the problems or the things that you need to improve. It gives you that particular breakdown. For social media, the same. You can even track your social media pages, analytics, and even now they have what we call the social content AI, where the AI can help you to do the content. So they've really improved. And then influencer analytics, agency, user management, online demo. You see, it has a lot of components that you can use for digital marketing. And mostly this one applies for agencies. Because unapata agency, when you're on a deal and a lot of clients, they're ready to spend that money. Because if one client is paying you maybe $3,000, you think it will be a problem paying for this? But because the moment you pay for this, it means I think it can cover more than 5 businesses if you subscribe for a premium version. So it means one account can cover almost 5 businesses. You just switch them and then you move forward. So you can see the cost here is a bit high. For a startup, $139 sio rahisi, sio? And ukiona the key things zenye wanakupea hata itakufit vizuri, si ndio? So the only thing that maybe will benefit you too much ni the premium version. Premium version for a startup, ukimwambia alipe $500 monthly, so is a lot of money for them. So that is the reason unapata most people nowadays they focus on MetaSuite, and then for Twitter they handle it separately until it gets to a point where you can afford this particular tool. But if you work with a big company, mostly you'll find them subscribing for these particular tools because it makes your work easier, even for the analysis. So let's assume you are handling a data of maybe 3 million users every month, or even 50. Do you think it will be easy to do it manually? So these particular tools will always help you to make that particular process easier. Any other question up to that point? So content, we have the stories, and then we have videos, infographics. So I think the case study about Safaricom, we did that, Cindy. And then we'll have to do a practical on how to design Instagram post using Canva. So let's go to our Canva, then we see what we can come up with. So the first thing we'll have to come up with the content when tulifanya ile ingine, Cindy. The design content, and then the post, Cindy. So you'll pick your business niche, and then we see what you can come up with. So what's your preferred niche? Industry. Sports. So sports, you are targeting which kind of companies, which type of company? Nike. So ni kama shoes, si ndio? Another person, what is your preferred niche, photography, hotel industry, tourism, kids furniture, hotel industry. I know. Tours. So with the preferred niche, I want you to come up with the content. Uliona eventually come up na hiyo ya Eujim Academy for the design work and for the post. Sindio? You can even use ChatGPT to come up with the idea, but I don't prefer it too much because for a beginner you need experience, sindio? But since you are learning, you can use that particular tool to help you come up with the content. So I'll give you a few minutes to come up with something, and then we go to Canva, we do it together, and then we see how we can come up with something. I know graphic design should not be part of your role as a digital marketer, but you need to have the basics, sindio? You kuna siku maybe Christmas imefika ama ni holiday, designer alisahau ameenda home, sindio? Unampigia simu ashiki. Na holiday hizi pita kama ujapost hiyo, kama ni Labor Day for a company, they really value that, sindio? Utafanya nini? You are trying to reach out to graphic designer, is not picking, sindio? So you need to come up with something that can help you with that particular agency, sindio? So that is what we want to do. Then we see how we can come up with something. You can share. Kwa mtu ana, kama wewe unaweza kaa pale, then you use that one. Kuna moja hapa, nani ako na yake, iko sawa. You can even try to check on your competitors. Si learn how to do competitor analysis. We can now tell on how to spy on your competitor, and then you pick some ideas from them, sindio? So you can do that as well. Do whatever we did last time on how we do the competitor research and analysis. You can even check the ads that are running in that particular niche, and then you come up with something. You go to ad library, and then you see all ads that are running, and then you pick idea from there. Because hata tukiangalia kwa ads, we'll find that we can get a lot of ideas, sindio? So let's go to ad library. And then yake ilikuwa travel, sindio? Tours. You can even go to different countries so that you see how they're doing their ads. Sometimes you cannot be doing local analysis every time, sindio? Sometimes you can go to different countries and then you see whatever they have. So let's try even this one here. Let's change this to South Africa. You can even do Kuwait, sindio? Let's try Kuwait, and then we use for all ads, then tours and travel, sindio? And then we search. Though these ones are a bit in their language, sindio? So some hatutaelewa kama hii their language. But you can see the ideas globally so that you come up with something that is relevant and something unique. Because sometimes if you copy from Kenya every now and then, tutakuwa come up with the same ideas. So sometimes you can go global, and then you see in Dubai, what are they doing? In Kuwait, what are they doing? And when you can even search in USA, what are they doing? UK, so that from there you can come up with different concepts that are unique. Because Kenya tumejua tu, ikikuwa ni one thing utapata everyone is copying the same thing. And even can pick from there, start your ticketing, discounted packages, And then you even compare with Kenya again, so that you see what is happening in your local market. Yes. You can do posters, you can do video, which any that is working for you. You can even use your phone. Si lazima utumie laptop. Yeah, you can download it from Play Store and then you start using it. And then let's even look at the finance industry. Finance. Or even banking. You can even you can even check check on different niches because ideas are the same. The only thing that you can change are the wordings that fit your business. Sindio? You just change the wordings to fit your business. Si lazima tikwe ni same industry that you are spying on. Sometimes you can even go on a broader basis and then you pick a different industry and then you just change the wordings to fit your business. So let's try banking and then we see. Just come up with something. Si lazima ikuwe perfect. You just have to see maybe if you're given a chance by a certain. Wangapi wajasaini? Okay. So for Canva, we can just do it together. Log into your nini utapata tu there are options that you can choose from. Can even see from here. This is just a copy and paste model. This is like a Photoshop. It's different from Photoshop, where you have to learn some basics of graphic design. So come up with something, then we see. because I wanted to see the inspiration behind your design. Okay? You just have to tell us that what is the inspiration behind that particular design. Hiyo idea like nini imekupea hiyo idea umefanya? Umetoa kwa ad library? How did you manage to come up with that particular idea? Because you must have a story. See, kwa company lazima kuwe na story to tell. Even if you're coming with a company name, so you have a story to tell behind that particular brand. Okay. Any desk. Use any desk. Share the screen. You can download any desk. So you don't have. You can download. Okay. Umemaliza. Address. One nine two six. Accept. Hapa una vitu kwa screen. You don't need to expose you. See there? Okay. Let's see. Umeaccept kweli? Itakuja? Ama ni internet? Umefungwa? Oh, sawa. So let's see. Because it takes too long to connect. You just need to maybe see 2 or 3 because of time. Just now open the tab. Umefungwa? Good. So we can see. So your niche was tours and travel. Are you ready? Are you ready for holidays? And you can even see there's some description, phone number. The only thing that is missing is the website because we don't have it. So this was just a sample. Logo is there. Though hii ni nimekuja na template, but at least the only thing that I want to see is how you can manipulate these particular templates and then you come up with your own design. You can even change colors. Si lazima kuwe na same color. Colors that matches your brand. This is what we call the call to action, and then the contact details. So that is a good one. And what is the post that will accompany this? Oh, umeandika hapa. Okay. Imagine waking up to the only thing that you need to do when doing this particular design is just you don't have to make it to be wordy. Because what wengi mostly wanapitanga very fast. So you don't have to make it be very wordy. You can even have one line, that particular, the one that attracts attention, the one with the big header lines to attract the attention, and then the description should be a little bit brief so that someone can read and also go to that particular section very fast. Because the moment you see a long paragraph on a design, most of the time you skip. But that is what we are trying to avoid. We want people to engage people. We want to attract their attention, and then we have them to stick on our pages. The only way to do that is to have one particular header line that attract that particular attention, and then the information behind that particular design. And any other person mwenye amemaliza tena? Umemaliza? You have any desk? You can disconnect yours. Just click. Yes, just close there. Yes, this is it. So this is not enough. For you to now become an expert in something, is all about practice, sindio? So sometimes you can even have your friends that need the design work. Unaonanga saa zingine they really struggle to have a design for their social media. So you see this process is about you volunteer for you to get that particular experience. So if you have a friend that is running a business and you see them struggling to maybe get some content done, you can even sacrifice sometimes to be doing content for them, sindio? So that you gain that particular experience. So when someone asks you about a portfolio, you will be able to share. You understand? Because mostly, if someone will be requesting for a content calendar, they want to see whatever you have. So you need to work on a sample of a calendar. Maybe I can show you one that was done complete, though I don't want to share it too much because it's a client project. So you see the way this one is done here. You see. So this is what you need to share with clients. That works as your content calendar, okay? Because you need to have the timeline as well. Like hii post umetengeneza on which date or on what date and at what and the time that you need to post that particular content. So having a content calendar will act as your portfolio. Because if someone is asking you for that you will manage their social media, then you can easily even share it as a PDF, sindio? And then they'll be able to see. For people that is already in business or you are running a business, you need to have this to save you time, sindio? So that you don't have to do content on a daily basis. You have some other things to do. We said if you're running a startup, sometimes you are the HR, you are the finance officer, you are the person that is doing all the audits, sindio? So you don't have time to do the designs every day. So having a content calendar will always help you to save time, okay? And even if you have someone on board, already you will give them that particular sample so that they see how you've been working on that particular brand. Because you know there is what we call consistency when it comes to brand, sindio? Utaki mtu leo anakuja na voice tofauti, the following day a different voice and even color, sindio? So that will always guide you in terms of consistency so that you have a uniform flow of content. Another person mwenye amemaliza? You're done? So let's come here. Retry. Okay. Yako ni 1485. Just close that. Wangapi wamemaliza tena? Because we need to have maybe a break for 10 minutes, then we come back so that we can conclude on the train. Mtu mwingine mwenye amemaliza apart from you're not yet? No problem. I think we'll do that after the break. Fungua Google Chrome. So you're working with the Chrome. Yeah. Offer. Yeah, January. Sindio? January. So you see, this concept, we saw it somewhere yesterday. Sindio? About January. And even you see the way he's trying to attract attention with this particular word here. Sometimes they are not mistakes. Okay? Sometimes you can see a poster online and you think these people are doing a mistake. They don't know whatever they're doing. Sindio? But that particular word sometimes can help you to attract attention from audience, sindio? Sometimes unaonanga mtu anasema mbona hawajaandika vizuri, sindio? But in real sense, the main goal is to attract attention from that particular user, okay? And then after that, you will be able to grasp the attention and you sell whatever you want. The last time I think it was yesterday we were talking about ile poster ya Dama ama ilikuwa inaitwa sindio? People really talked about it, but at the end of the day, the goal was achieved. Because if you can get people, if you can attract attention from an audience until they get to, they discuss the same topic for almost 2 days, that design yako imefanywa na inakaa kama ya massage, sindio? But it may trend. So those are the key things that sometimes people can see like a mistake, but you as a company or as a brand, you know whatever you want from them, sindio? So that is it. I think that is also a nice one because if you can see the color, and everything is amazing, sindio? So see umeona some kind of posters that people post, this one is even better, sindio? Unapatanga mtu anatumianga tu hizo text ku add on image, sindio? They download what editor on from Play Store, and then they just write contacts, the nini, and it is done. But if you can do something in this manner, then it becomes more presentable, and you can even now use it on your pages. But you just need to practice, because you can't become an expert in a day, sindio? Yeah. So any other question before we break for maybe yours is ready? So can we share? Funga. Oh, yako iko sawa. Sawa. Hata I think itafika. Let's try. So you can see Christine College, and even see the image that is used there. You can see even the brand color. If that is your brand color, then it's amazing, because you can even see the images used. It sounds like it. You can see that it represents something like a school, a training center. But the only thing that you need to do is, if you're in Africa, always behave like an African, sindio? Usikue African, then you behave like ODL, ama tunaitanga wazungu, sindio? So always try to use image that really relates to your target market. Let's say I want to train a software development, na naona una post picha wazungu. So it means you're discriminating me, sindio? So sometimes it's good to also play in that particular area. Like if you are targeting a certain market, use images that relate to them. Mali watumii picha yenye na relate na clans wao ni pombe, sindio? Na sigara. So that is the only area where you find people are using good images, but the end results are different, sindio? But for companies that target professional companies, it's always good to use the image that targets the end user. Okay? Amazing. So this is a good trial, and I'm happy at least we are making progress in terms of this. I know you can't become an expert in one day, but the more you do them, the more you improve. Any other trial? You're done. So I think we can break kidogo, and then we come back. Then we wind up on some sections. So that's this particular training. Yeah. umebaki haja present, you have one, but we'll move a little bit faster so that we save time here. Uko nayo kwa simu? Uko nayo? Oh, sawa. Alikutumia ama hiyo ni yako? Oh, okay, sawa. Done. Okay. So the only thing that is a nice design, by the way, the only thing in coloring, because sometimes you can find the background is overpowers whatever the write-ups that you have, and that is the case here. Everything is okay, the content, but now you find the background imekula content, so those are the key things that you need to see, like you need to check on, because sometimes you can find umetengeneza design hata mtu hawezi not because you have any mistake, but the mistake is just the images that you use on the background. They overpower the text. Okay, but it's a good progress. At least unajua kitu nilikuwa nataka, at least uone venye hata hiyo Canva inakaa for the first timer, so that you can proceed from tomorrow, because there are some of us maybe you interact na Canva, so I just wanted you to see how the Canva is looking like, and what you can do with Canva. Hizo zingine sasa tutafanya pole pole as we improve, ama wangapi wame interact na Canva before? Wewe and you? Good. So there are some of us maybe this is the first time, so this is a good progress. At least you know whatever is happening on Canva. Okay, now the assignment that we'll have for tomorrow, I want you to come up with a content calendar for only 4 days. Okay, you create your Word document, and then you write the content for the design, time, even content type, and then we'll see that from tomorrow, Cynthia. So because that is the only thing that will show that at least you are getting some concept. Okay, so that will be assignment for tomorrow. Come up with a content calendar for 4 days. I don't want much, just 4 days, but creative. Do your competitor research, see whatever they are doing, come up with something unique, more than the competitors, because we don't want to compete with the people or our competitors, and then we do the same thing. doing, sindio? We want us to at least, when we are competing, at least we have something unique and better. Because even when it comes to product, yesterday I shared a story or a content about types of customers, sindio? Where we talked about problem unaware, solution unaware, and solution aware, and then total aware, sindio? So for a client that is total aware, sindio, ni ule client anajua whatever he's looking for, sindio? The company that he needs to approach and the product that he needs, sindio? So for you to maybe convert that client from, maybe let's say a client that prefers Toyota, for you to convert a client from Toyota to Mazda, you see, there is a different case than approaching someone maybe mwenye anataka kubai gari na baada ya juu atabai gani. You can easily convince that client, but to convince a client when you already have a set mind that I need Toyota, it requires a lot of skills, sindio? Sio kitu rahisi. You must come up with something that can help them change their mind. So that the only way you can approach that is to understand the customer. Ako stage gani? Ako kwa stage ya total aware or solution unaware, or solution aware or problem unaware. So the moment you capture that, then it becomes easy even when you're creating content for your social media. Most so content for your social media is a bit different because at times you target a mix-up of different customer. Sometimes you target a customer that is total aware, and then you have a customer that is problem unaware. So you just need to adapt your content in a way that it matches the target market. Now, umeshaonyeshana, so we are done. Saidie nayo sasa. Now, when it comes to now social media, is about creating content, but there's also another concept that we forget in most cases, sindio? What we call the sales funnel, like the journey, that journey that you take client from point A, point B, C, D, hadi mahali ananunua. Okay? And to a point where a customer becomes a loyal customer. Yule client mwenye akisikia tu mtu anaongelea about a company, anakuambia wewe cha kuharibia na jina, sindio? That's something that something that don't happen overnight, sindio? It takes you time to build that particular reputation. So how can you build that particular reputation? Through following the sales funnel. Like if you are creating your content, who are you targeting, sindio? So the moment you capture that, it becomes easier. So when creating a sales funnel, it appears like this, or it appears like this. Or when you understand what we call the sales funnel, okay, it looks like this. So it looks something like this. Okay, sales funnel. Why do you think a sales funnel looks like this? Because converting a client is a journey, sindio? Let's say you are running ads today. Tumepata tuna reach out to 500,000 clients, sindio? 500,000. Let's assume all those 500,000 are paying clients. So unadhani si hapa ingekuwa imejaa. But because you can't do that, there's what we call the sales funnel. So that means you reach a good number of people, then they move to stage 2 until now they become customer that they paying customers. So the first stage is the awareness. Awareness stage. Now this is the point where you create a lot of content. You create a lot of content. Mostly some are even educative, interactive, like you create all manner of content, so that people can get to know your company. The moment they know your company is when they now develop interest. You understand? They now start asking questions. This is Eujim Academy. What are the courses that they offer? But amekuona hivyo almost for 1 year. You are running your ads, doing adverts, creating content, but they take no action. And then they get to a point where they now start asking questions. That is the point where we call them the interest stage. Interest. Or interested. Because, but you need to have in mind that if you have that 500,000, you want the 500,000 won't show interest at once. Kuna wenye watatake even 3 years before they show interest. And the moment you stop marketing, they will even forget about you completely. Sindio? And then you move to a point where they take the desired actions. Okay? Okay? So a client amekuona for almost 1 year. Develop interest the second year. It will even take you another 1 year so that you make them take action. Sindio? And then now they come to a point where we call them advocacy, brand advocacy. Sindio? It is retention or brand advocacy. After taking action, actually it is interest and then evaluation, where they compare, sindio? And then they move to what we call the negotiation stage, where mtu anakuja nakwambia, I only have 500 and your cost is 1,000, sindio? Then you negotiate from there. Then you close the sale, sindio? After closing that particular sale, do you just leave that client to go? What else can you do to retain that client? Exactly. Any other thing that you can do? After sale service, another thing? You give them more offers, sindio? So that huyu client asikusahau. Sindio? Sometimes you can even give them a free support, sindio? So if it is a service, you can even give them a free support. Like saisi umemaliza training yako at the end of next week, sindio? Ukimaliza training, you go to the job market, sindio? You still don't have that good experience to get started. You call us, natuambia, nimepata client, is paying well, but I can't do this and that, sindio? Then we guide you until you become a master in that particular activity. The moment you now become a master, you become our brand advocate, sindio? Ukisikia tu mtu anajaribu kuharibu jina yetu, you protect us by all means, sindio? That is the goal for every marketing strategy. Always follow the sales funnel, because it will always help you to now retain a client. You know, the cost of acquiring a new client is a bit higher than retaining that client, sindio? Because umeona client moja before tumtoe hii stage hadi afike huko, it can even take you 5 years. But retaining the client that already made a purchase, it won't take you that amount that you can spend on bringing a client to this particular stage. So the moment you have a client, try as much as you can to retain that particular client. As a salesperson or as a digital marketer, sometimes you might find that your role ends at a conversion point. Mali client ameliba. That should not be the case. Okay? Because if a company is not doing well in terms of finances, they always pull that particular blame. You blame game to the marketing team. So if you don't become tough, then kila siku utakuwa tu, nani hatuoni sales bana. Unalala siku hizi, you see. But sometimes you find maybe client akikuja, ama customer support ndio wanaribu mood ya client. Sometimes they call, how customer care respond to them is pathetic and everything, and then they develop that negative energy towards the company. So what can you do? You do what we did yesterday about the net promoter score. You understand where is the problem. If clients are leaving, where is the problem? Is it because of the product? Is it because the service that they get? Is it because the kind of customer care services given? So that is also another thing that you need to give attention. So the reason I was showing this is because bringing a new client on board, mpaka converts your kazi rahisi. Sindio? So you have always to be keen on that. Another thing that I want us to do is just on the keyword research still, because social media, I think at least we have some concepts. Mali inakwanga na issue ni SEO. And this is the area that most businesses are relaxing. Relax when it comes to SEO. Ukiangalia social media, always they have people on board. But when it comes to SEO, sayata ukitafuta, most of the companies, they are not on Google. And I'll be happy to tell you that, do you know Mike? Mike was here this week. Do you know Mike? You know him? He was part of you guys. Yeah. The guy yesterday, he called me in the evening. Akaniambia, depending on the things that we did yesterday about competitor research and everything, he tried a certain company. I think the credit, easy credit, kama hizi za itwaje? not SACCOs, credit giving companies zinaitwangaje, hizi soft loans ama hizi wanachukuanga ma logbooks kama Platinum. So he reached out to them with the same idea, breaking down the SEO competition and everything, and he was called in the office today. In fact, he texted me yesterday, telling me that he want to come here today. Amepata appointment at 8:30. Because he did competitor analysis, share the breakdown in terms of search volume, and the position that particular company is at, and they were interested. They wanted to know more on this particular topic. So the guy went overboard, something that even myself I'm not doing. Sit down. And I'm so happy. Amefanya kitu hata mimi mwenyewe sijaifanya, si ndio? But amepata client. The reason why amefanya hivyo ni mtu maybe he know what he wants from this particular training. Si ndio? You know, some of us tunaweza kuja kusindikizana, si ndio? But kuna mtu amekuja when he know whatever he wants. So yesterday after the training, aliona the concept, how we did the competitor research and analysis. Nani alikuwa anafanya ya Nila Baby Shop? The one that when we were doing for Nila Baby Shop, it was your topic, si ndio? And we realized how many ads they were running, si ndio? What if you go to another competitor that is even close to Nila Baby Shop and you give them a proposal based on what we found yesterday? Do you think it will be an easy process? It will be tough. It will be an easy process. And that is what the guy did. And I'm so happy for him. I hope he will come next week because tomorrow we don't have a training. Tunaanza tena Tuesday. We are waiting for him so that he give us a testimony of what he found from the other end. So there's a lot of opportunities. More so when it comes to SEO. So tulitafuta hata Bonfire. Nani alikuwa anatafuta topic nini? Area travel and tours and travel. Bonfire walikuwa na namba ngapi? Hata wako on Google. Si ndio? When you are searching for travels and tours company in Kenya, what if you can approach such companies and you give them a proposal? There's a lot of opportunity outside here. So that is the reason I want us to still do what we call the SEO analysis. And I want us to look for a certain niche, and then we do a keyword analysis together again today, and then we see how it works. Okay. So which topic? Let me pick a topic. Sijaweka bado. Sorry. Yesterday we were looking for, that day we were looking for a maker cooker. So which one should we look for today? TCL TV, si ndio? So you can see the way that particular industry is also competitive. The moment you see sponsored ad, that tells you that this industry is very competitive, because mali hakuna competition hakunanga mtu anarun ads. You understand? So from here, you can tell, and you can even check on the shops that are trending here. This one is called Kitchen Hub. See there? This one? This one? This one? This one? This one? So Kitchen Hub is running how many ads? Almost 5. See there? Is this zingine? See there? But now let's check on their SEO. See there? They are ranking with the PPC. But now let's check on their company name or company brand. See there? So the first one is TCL official page. See there? Official website. Number 2, TCL Kenya. Hii hata utapata ni mtu tu ni sponsored, si ndio? Exactly. That is sponsored. Now, number 2, TCL. Kitchen Hub is not ranking somewhere. So this means if these guys are not having a budget, today they stop running ads, they won't be anywhere on Google. You understand? Home link again. Let's proceed. Another ranking one is GG. Yes? Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. na aina so for you to get emails from these companies, there are some tools that you can use to target a specific person, more so the decision makers. You understand? When you are targeting these companies, you approach the decision maker. If you approach mtu kama wa sales, atakurusha nje because anajua tu unataka kumnyang'anya kazi. So in this case you have to reach out to the right person, si ndio? So let's say this is the home link. They have a website, si ati wanaweza kuwa nayo. They have a website because for you to run ad on Google, mostly you need to have a website as your key requirement. So let's just click, because even if you click this, it will take us to their website. Si ndio? So unaona ni kitchen wako na website and it is up and running. They are running ads, but they're not on. The issue is pathetic. So let's check. So email finder. Prospect. I don't know whether I have a premium version. Let me check if I have a premium version somewhere. Another thing that you need to do is, when you have, most of the time, sometimes you'll find a client for email marketing. They give you access to these particular tools. Utilize them. You understand? Utilize these tools. Client akikupea tu tool, now you see there's an opportunity to use that tool. Utilize that tool. So let's see. Take the internet. Mhm. Exactly. Yeah, you use their email address, official email address. You know, when you're given access to their emailing system, wanakupeanga kama iko set, or some will give you access so that you set it up. So the moment you set it up, it means you won't be sending emails to a different email list. Why? Because so long as it is having that particular name of a company, hata ukitumia mtu targeting a different niche, unaona ni itakuwa kama scammer. Yeah. So let's assume sijui kama bado iko available. Email search. Let me see. Company. Dashboard. Schedule. Search. Ilikuwa inajiita Kitchen Hub. Sijui kama itakuja. Haina. Not found. So let me just go back here and then we'll see. Find by domain. And then copy say. Create. So hapa utapata in most cases hawaja expose the email online anywhere. You know, some are very smart. So let's just see if they have a contact email somewhere. So unaona wameficha, hakuna email yao anywhere. But let's see if we can find another one here. Home links in there. Let's see. Yes.
What is the reason why they
because of scammers. You know, if you leave your email open, sometimes you find a lot of scammers on your email. Have you ever realized that? I've noticed that. If you are managing these company emails, you'll find some people are sending you, you have this offer. So some people fear that, so they hide their emails. Hata hii unaona sidhani kama wameiacha somewhere open. No. So long as you are ranking and you have your phone number here, this is just enough in most cases. So that is that is the disadvantage here. Let's see kama wameweka mahali. So unaona, wameweka, if you want to reach out to them, you just fill up this particular form, and then they get the email themselves, and then they call you. You see, so that is what other companies are doing. Yes. It also takes to, I think their WhatsApp channel. You can test that. Okay. So let's see if come our. But in some cases you'll find them hiding it here, but these bots will still find the emails. So let's try with this. Where is it? Email finder here. Hata hawa wana, si ndio? Let's try another tool. Maybe just because of the tool. Email finder. In email finder, let's see. Company domain. So unaona tool kama hii inakupea. You see there are a lot of tools outside here. So you can see this tool can give you a specific role that you're looking for. If you're just looking at CEO and owner, you just come there and click. So I think the arrow down, it gives you. So let's say the role that the item that we are trying to sell is targeting the finance team. You can use this particular tool to find you the finance team in that particular company. If you are targeting HR, mostly unapatanga watu wenye wanauza payroll systems. See, you find HR will work for you perfectly. So you target human resource managers. If you are targeting IT guys, then you click IT. Then it will extract emails in that particular department and give you. And then you do your marketing. So let's say here we are targeting CEOs, CEOs and founders. But because hizi company utapata hata ni kadogo, ni watu kama sisi tu. Unaona? Just young people. Hizi companies sijui Homelink nini, most of them are just young guys. So unapata hata wana hiyo interest ya CEO. They don't want big profiles. Okay? So let's see if we'll find one here. Utapata hata hii haina. Haina, si ndio? But let's see. Check. So you see these particular tools, they even check your domain, the domain root. And then they check emails that are created under that company through bots. So you see the way the digital marketing has really changed. Okay, let's see if it will extract. So the reason why sometimes you can't find them, they're just a small companies. Okay, let's try with a company like Safaricom, and you see the kind of image that you'll be able to get. Run another free. And let's even try with Safaricom. And mostly the industry yenye nilipata iko na a lot of emails ni moving companies. If you're targeting moving companies, hizo CG cleaning companies, you'll get a lot of emails. This is the e-commerce, sometimes they are not even bothered to create hizo emails. So let's see. So you see. You see, it is giving us how many emails from there? That is for all employees. So even if you are targeting HR, you can pick them from there. It gives you how many? 3,530 emails. So let's assume I was targeting a certain department from this particular company. So I can reach out to anyone. And I can, there's one that I did that I got so many emails. Let me check if I have it here. I want you to check for me where is written Safaricom. Are you able to see it somewhere? Safaricom? No. Able to see Safaricom? So this particular tool can help you to have all the emails that you have for, and it is, I think, like just $20 per month. Able to see Safaricom somewhere. And to show the email that this place has. Let me just show you. So this one I was doing for a certain guy on the DC. Let me show you. See. So the product this guy was selling was recruitment. Like it was is a recruitment agency. So you find the roles that we are looking for was HR. Okay. The roles that we are looking for were for HR, talent acquisition, and even the presidents. Okay, and you can even see all the industries that the like this for, let's assume this for the US market. For each county, for each wanasemanga states, for each state, unaona kama hii state nilipata how many emails? 386. And this one? And this one? And this one? This one? This one? This one? This one? This one? Now let's open one and see. I wanted to share with you for Safaricom so that you see. So unaona, you can see this tool here. Like it gives me even the roles. Sindio, inaniambia name, email. So even if you are sending to them email, you know their first name and second name. And do you know the power of calling someone with their names? Like if you're calling Ayege, good morning Ayege, I'm providing this particular service. The power of personalization. You understand? It has a lot of power. So what if you can have their first name and second name? You have a lot of power to control these guys. Sindio? So you can even see, it gives me then the role. You see the job title, president, and then this one here, VP, assistant chief, nursing officer, and then this one is president, executive coach, and then this one here, VP, co-founder, And it tells you even the emails that are active. You see, you can even tell from here that hawa hata sahi ukiwatext tutawapata. You see, these one are dormant. So easy utapata ni employees maybe walishatoka. And even when I did for search for Safaricom, I realized even for the one for Bob Colimo, it's still active. So it means this tool can give you all the emails, including the roles that are not there at that particular moment. So it is upon you now to decide. You utaona tu automatically tells you that this particular email is not active. This one here. These ones are active employees. And you proceed like that, like that, like that. It's a lot of them. You can export in Excel sheet and then you do your marketing. Any question after that point? So as a digital marketer, sometimes you need these tools, Cindy. Because let's say I want to start a digital marketing agency and I just want to target moving companies alone. You know, finding their emails will be a bit challenging, Cindy. But you can have a tool that makes that work easier. Within even 5 minutes, you are done with this particular process. And you have all the emails, and then you start emailing them. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for it. Yes, ask. Mm-hmm. 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 No, there are tools that you can set so that it picks the first name and second name for each person. So unapata umetuma email in bulk, but when it is reaching your inbox, it is calling you with a specific name. There are systems that are doing that. Okay? And I think I have one called MailChimp, sijui kama bado iko active, so that I can share with you. Sijui itatuma code wapi. Nimekaa for long. Send email code. Okay, so let's see. So there are tools to help you with that. You don't even need to be worried. Unajua kitambo ndio ilikuwa na kazi mingi. Nowadays there are tools that makes you even that work easier for everyone. Most if you're a digital marketer, try always to find shortcuts so that it gives you time to research on other things. But ukiendelea na kufanya vitu the manual way, sometimes you'll go to maybe you're hired to by a company maybe to do some digital marketing work and you have a team. Wewe ndio unabaki nyuma kila siku. You understand? Because you find everyone there knows whatever they're doing and they know the right tools that they can use to make that particular process easier. So let's try. So you can see from that particular campaign, I got like 7,000 emails. That is a good database. And it is for hospitals. So the same database I can even sell to someone. Nikiona mtu anauza almost a similar services that target those particular roles like CEO. I have a database for IT companies in Kenya that you can reach out. Anakujenga hapo unasonga mbele. Yes? Which one? Yes, you can. You can. Most let's say I have a product that is targeting schools. I can collect all the emails for head teachers. Then I send them bulk email. So let's say you send even 10,000 emails. You want to convert all of them. So tumesema hiyo jani, the journey for conversions inaendelea ikidecrease. So you might send even 10,000 emails, but at the end of the day, you get responses from even 100. That is a good number for a start. Okay? The MailChimp. This one is kulipa. Hii imekaa for long. But sasa when wana create account, wanalipia. But this one was created some years back. Nimetuma then. Good. So let's see. So unaona, like if I'm creating emails, though this is a topic that we'll be doing next week for email marketing, but I'm just giving an overview of how, because we were looking for ways to reach out for SEO services. Ndio imetuleta hapa. But this is a course that we need to do next week. So if I want to create a campaign, then I come here and then I create my campaign. And then I say, let's say I just want to create with a design email. So from here I can set, okay? Sending to, I can add recipients. Sindio? So for me to add recipient, I choose audience, because the moment you have an email list, you can upload it here as your audience, okay? So even if it is having 1,000 emails, you can upload it under what we call audience. So you choose audience from here. And you can see here, I have 428 emails, and this one I have 141, Sidio? The reason why you need to categorize this is because if you're doing a campaign for training, Sidio, there's some people that will register for software development. There's some people that will register for digital marketing. There's some people that will register for web design. You can't send the same content to different audiences, Sidio? Ukitumia mtu anataka kusoma software development, a content for digital marketing, do you think you will convert? So the only thing that you need to do is to categorize them in a way that even if you're sending your emails, you know the right people to target. Okay? Now, let's assume I have this particular newsletter, because these are people that subscribe to get my emails or notification. Maybe if I have an idea, I can share with them. Okay? Now, I choose like this. Let me bring my chart. So because of time here, I can do it tomorrow. Because it's 12:29, it is past time. So I think we can end at that. But what I wanted you to know is just how you can identify opportunities. And we realize when you are looking for TCL TVs, the companies that are running ads, all of them are not ranking on Google. And that is also another opportunity. So join the likes of Mike and then start doing something. So that at the end of this training, at least, I'll be proud to say that so-and-so left this particular training and I'm a part of opportunity. Or so-and-so left this particular training and the business is doing good. And I'll be happy to share with you that SEO is still having a very big gap. Most of the people that say that they do SEO are just noise makers. Just be keen and check. And if you see someone is saying that he's doing SEO, tell them to share with you their portfolio, the companies that are ranking under their watch. Seriously, most of them are just noise makers. So this is the opportunity for you to become an expert, and then you dislodge those particular jokers. I've seen them up online and say, we do SEO. But tell someone to give you their portfolio of whatever is ranking under their watch. 0. So mbona usichukue hiyo opportunity? Okay. So that is it. I think we'll have to end this particular training, and maybe some people that will be willing to give us a testimonial or experience from the training, feel free to share. Anything that you feel we need to change from this particular training, we welcome that, serious. So that the next person that will be coming after this particular training, at least they will have the actual feeling from the class. Okay? So that is it. When you're open, you're free to share. We will do that later. You can do it now. When you're willing, to give us our testimonials. Whether the class is bad or good, you're open to say. Usiogope movie na kwa hapa. Say it. Good.
For me, I'm happy to get this opportunity. Like, I didn't know anything about SEO or this gap, so I'm happy for this opportunity. And for this opportunity, and to thank everybody who's here, the management, because it's not every day you come and get a free class to go. Yeah, so that's all.
Okay, for me, I'm so grateful that I've acquired a new skill, digital marketing skill. And also, as he has said, it is not easy to get a free class. So I'm so grateful, and I know after here I'll be able to get more opportunities.
So for me, I'll still echo the same and say a big thank you for the opportunity. For me, I'd seen digital market on a different level. Now my understanding it's more broad, and I've seen a lot of opportunities that I didn't see before. And it's placing us in a better chance. And if anyone is there, outside there, I would encourage them to seek for this kind of opportunity and come and learn from what we are learning. It's so eye-opening and very interesting to learn.
Yeah, me, what I can say is that I'm thankful for this opportunity so that I can improve myself. It's going to help me to acquire new skills and maybe improve myself to get me employed.
Me too. I'll echo whatever they are saying. I'm so happy to be here. It's not every day that we encounter free classes and classes that can change your life. It's not a good opportunity. And I think I have watched some guys, and I think one of them is, I cannot remember his name, but he's here. With Elvis saying that we should get this kind of skills so that we can better our lives. And we give you a big thanks.
Yeah. Say thank you for this opportunity to attend classes and start the 2025 journey of piling skills. Kama vile mwenzangu hapa amesema, fans of Elvis, tuna pile hizo skills ndo at the end of the day they'll be beneficial to us as the youth in digital literacy. Yes.
For me, I'm so grateful for the class. As the first class in Utawala for your branch, we're so happy to make, and we'll be good ambassadors out there to our friends and everyone, telling them there is a good school here, and it is in a very good location. Iko location mzuri sana. You can go to the balcony, upate the serenity. Yeah, so for me as a social media manager, it's really a good one. Imenifungua macho sana. Na venye tu nimesikia kila mtu akisema Elvis alituambia tupate skill. And then now tukapata skill na tukapata hapa Eujim. So we are so happy and thank you. And thank you to the teacher. He's very educative and very jovial and anafanya class inakuwa interesting sana.